because my first manager, it was my Kirikiri, and then Lucky, and then Habo. When I took it to the ring, but people knows whom I'm talking about. So what I'm trying to say in this Ori, the time I was with them, they abused me. But just because of I loved music, I kept it sacred.
They raped you?
Yes, they did. They raped me. The person who was managing me, she's a woman, but she was staying with his man. So his man, he was supporting her. So we used to go with him in shows and everything.
He broke your virginity?
Yes. So the time I was working with them, the wife used to abuse me emotionally through ways. The way she used to talk to me, the way she used to tell me about my background, the way she used to tell me about my personality and everything. So I used to beg, even though I'm not wrong, just because of I wanted them to push me, because they were having money, they were having speakers, they were having everything, they were having all I needed.
Yes,
so speakers,
and you just want to be on stage.
Because my thing, the only thing I wanted was to be on stage. Besides being on stage, because by that time we used to promote in streets. I wanted to be on street because I never, like by that time, the way even people, they were talking about my music, they were tinting music, what. I never thought maybe I'm going to be on stage. I thought I'm a person
who doesn't deserve.
Yes. So, just because of the woman saw her, now I always apologize and everything. She did it worse. So there was the time where...
So she knew?
She knew. So there was a time where her husband used to abuse me. That's where everything started to... I'm not going to come back. Just because of... I was scared if I can tell his woman or... his man is doing this and this, maybe they're going to chase me away, or they will say, hey, Nikoruluisa, you understand? So, actually, that's man, what he used to do. In his house, there is 4-bedroom. Actually, I used to sleep with his daughter, and then he's like, sometimes just because of Rene Rabiangazi Sunday, Rikovazi, Boranza Madako, as I said, sometimes you find that his daughter is going to work, is going to school early in the morning. So when I come back late with them after shows, maybe I'm disturbing her and everything, they must find a room for me where I will sleep. Then I was excited for that because I didn't know. Actually, the person who said that is a man telling me with his woman. So he told his woman that we must do this. And then I was like, okay, it's fine. But I didn't know his plan. And then they have to locate me in other room. So instead of then it was my room.
It was your room,
so just because of that, by that time I used to only come back on Fridays because I know weekend we must work. And
you must work, yeah.
Monday in the morning I must leave and go back to school. So they didn't want me to have phone. The person who was pushing me to not have phone is a man. Or in the phone just because of... Hey, like a lot of stories. They will take my calls and everything. I must not have phone. Okay, it's fine. So Kanti, the guy, maybe he was jealous. Sorry, maybe I will end up having a boyfriend, and he's thinking, "Or I must." He's a secret girlfriend in his house. So okay, it's fine. I had that room, Vela. When we come back from the shows, Fridays, Saturdays, I will sleep alone there. So. The guy, the man is that man who like drinking tea any time. He can even wake up midnight and make tea. So his wife knows that. So the other day, the first day, that's a kitty.
Hey, you didn't lock, yes.
Yeah, I don't lock because I never thought of, because I was taking them as my parents.
And you felt comfortable, yeah?
Yes, you understand. So the other day, and then I wanted to scream, and then I was like, no. And I was scared to scream because I didn't know what's going to happen. You understand? So, when someone is breaking your virginity, it can be like that same day. You understand? So the following day, I was not even okay. So that guy because I'm not okay. And the only thing I want is phone. They have to refresh my mind. Hey, now I think just because of you are studying in Mukura, we must able to communicate with you straight than the principal, because they used to call my principal if they know that they're coming to pick up me.
Yes.
So then principal I would okay, your managers, they're coming to pick up you today. So they were like, okay, we'll buy you. I'm going to buy you phone. Or the following day, because he was scared, or maybe or tomorrow I'm going to buy you phone. And then I was like, okay, but I wanted to say it, but that in that moment you don't know where to start. You don't know, But that woman, after that day, she suspected or I'm not okay, but she didn't even think or why I'm not okay. You understand? So Vela, they bought me phone. Each the Fridays, no, there was no problem. Meaning the same thing happened last week.
It's going to happen this weekend.
This week. So I was having phone and WhatsApp now. So he texted me. He was like, "Don't lock your door." How? I must not lock my door. How? I asked. And then he didn't reply. So he was chatting with me. I was sitting here. His wife was sitting there. And then he was sitting there. So for sure, just because I asked why, for sure he thought, I'm going to lock. And then he took off the keys. I don't have the keys to lock my house.
And you wanted to lock, yeah?
Because I wanted to lock, because I knew what's going to happen.
What's going to happen?
So when I got to sleep there, I was looking for the keys. I didn't find the keys. And then I had to sleep. And then he came again. So it was a every weekend routine. It was every weekend routine.
And you had no one you could tell?
Yeah, I had no one. Last time, I had to tell the other dancer of mine, that's the person whom I told, this is what's happening. Because actually, before I can even tell him, that guy, there was a day where we were going to perform around Jerere. It was Sunday. And then that woman, just because of it's Sunday and tomorrow I'm going to work, I'm not going to go back on Mondays to school. After our performances, because mostly, please, so they started doing that after Sundays.
And you don't even know what sex is at this age.
I didn't even know. You understand? So, before after our performances, mostly when it's Friday or Saturday, and the no, don't go home. We will sleep together, because he was a guy but gay. Like to me, like he was my friend, close friend. So why you know what, I want us to sleep together. You will go on Sunday, because I know on Sunday I will be going back to school. So that's what it's about when I come back with him. So Sunday, because she was having a little girl. So she was like, today I'm not going to go with you guys to
the gigs.
To the gigs. You're going to go with Kutsia. And then I was like, okay, sharp one up. And then he was texting me.
On the way?
No. Room because Kanji's brother later, yeah. So we have to get the earlier. So he will be texting me. That's where I was like, you know what, I must show my friend what
he's texting me. Yeah.
So so he was like, now today you don't go home, don't go back to school, you must sleep hangy. Then I was like, no, I'm having test tomorrow, just to making excuse and everything. So after that, so I told that because I was showing that guy messages. Yeah. That guy didn't know, because he was also going to school tomorrow on Monday. It's just that when he sleeps with me at the house, it's easy for him to go back to school tomorrow, because
yes.
But Mara, he can't go with me. Because tomorrow is Monday. You understand? So situations, you block up. And then Rich as a performer, we have to drop that guy at his place. So, meaning now we are two. The guy and the man. He have to drop me back to school. And then it's just because of I denied to go and sleep there, he must have his child's madakan. You understand? That's where I had chance to cry too much just because of at his house I can't, because I was scared. You know, I was scared. You know, beside you don't know. I didn't know what to do, because it's something that came this later, because I took him as my father. You understand? So, just because of I didn't want to go back and sleep. And now we are both, because that woman, she didn't to go with us to the shows just because of her little girl, she's sick. So that's where I screamed, I cried, she's so sorry. I don't want. And then it was like, okay, actually all the time, when he's done doing funny things, even though he didn't do anything, no shaba, he will make sure hurry. Those hurry. Though I said back, yeah, wait, like just shake your back. I put it this amount of money, even though I don't want it, you know. He put it, but in my bag, I'm having it. Then it's fine. I must use it, because he's just telling me, hurry, take your bag. There is this much. He's bribing me to not talk too much. Yeah. Even though if he didn't bribe me, I was not going to talk, because I didn't know where to start. I didn't know who to tell by that time. You understand? So okay, it's fine. Just I tell you, that one, that guy, the shkuloni, so, but the moral of the story, just because of the woman used to abuse me, like emotionally, swearing at me, telling me how I look, you know, my background, the way, but you know, case. So that time I was like, you know what? You've
had enough now.
I'm had enough. And this woman, she doesn't even know it's too much because of this. So, actually, she was expecting me to come back and apologize. And
like
then,
you always do.
Like I always do. And then, she have pride, because she used to that. She can't call me. She won't call me, because she has been waiting for me. The only thing she can do is to find someone and use
them.
You know, understand, to promote my songs using that girl. So that maybe no, I'm coming back. You understand? So once I saw that, I was like, you know what? They must do whatever. Now I know my secret. My secret is not because of I have money. My secret is in studio. I know I can go to studio and record a song and give it to people. People will love me because of my song, not because of I have money to print banners and everything, because I didn't have money to brand my image and everything. So they had money. So, you know, they're trying by all means
to block you.
To block me, so that I can call them and say, I want to come back. But that didn't happen just because of because still people love me. They didn't even say your music maybe I na cover your quality or anything. The only thing they wanted is music, like my people.
So after that, that's when you decide you need a female manager.
Yeah, that's why I decided, you know what, after this, I don't need a male manager. I need a female manager, because that thing so
traumatized,
because even the time I was still in high school, I was that girl who used to come without a container, without having uniform and
shoes.
You understand? So I was that girl who everyone can know. Actually, not in the whole Lamzana atina chitu, but Nandil don't care. You know, you don't even see, or you don't have
those things.
You understand? So Mara still, did you know I'm going to